Hi there, this is Laura Stephen here. I just wanted to give you a bit more information on the CRM that I have been talking about in my free coaching community and networking gems. So we've been speaking about different ways to control your leads and how to follow up with people. And as things get busier and busier and you get more and more leads, you're going to really struggle to do this through having lists of names everywhere, through having business cards lying around, through having spreadsheets which get more and more messy, especially if you're using multiple streams of income. And really being able to write loads of notes about people is hard work on a spreadsheet. It just becomes a bit overwhelming with all the information in there. So this is an amazing CRM that is going to let you absolutely maximize the ability to be able to control your leads, to be able to control the information that you have on them, and be able to control the interactions and actually schedule tasks and really use this as a great tool. So in here we have a prospect leads list, which basically everybody that is captured through capture pages, through campaigns that we can run, these kinds of things all go into this place, or you can add them in manually. So I've just added in a demo lead for you today, just so that I can talk you through some of the benefits of the CRM, and it's a great way to really be able to use this to show you how it works. So I've just created this fake profile purely so I can start showing you some information on it. So in here we have demoleads@gmail.com, just a totally made up email address, obviously just a bunch of numbers and a phone number. So this is where you put your information here, your name, your phone number. You can add and edit the information, so you could put in an address if you had an address, a country. This is usually useful, you could put in a country, so if the person's from your target market area, you just update that information, and then it'll take you back to there. You can add in their social information, so you could edit here and you can put in website addresses, blog addresses, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, so on and so forth, YouTube, everything like that. So you could put in links for the person that you're creating this system for, just as you get to know them a little bit better. Additional information here, primary business focus. As you build up your conversation with this person, it's likely that you will get to know what network marketing company or what it is that their small business that they're running. I'll give you the date that it was added. Obviously I've just created this today and it's telling me that I've manually added that in. So that's the basic information about the person, and it's a really useful tool to just be able to have everything in one place basically. Now as you can see, you can actually have a history of your interactions. So this is obviously not a real person, but if I had created this and I'd met this person at a networking event, for example, I could click onto here, I can add in a date, say I went yesterday, you can put in a time if you really want to, and you can pick how you interacted with this person. So loads of different options in here, and what I'll do is I will actually put this as an other if I'm saying that I met them in person, and then you can add in a note there. So met lead networking event, and you can put some information in. So let's just make this up. Has own business, can't type tonight, in MLM, been doing for 2 years, interested in coaching. Because you'll have had a conversation with the person and you might know this information, and you can actually star that interaction rate, whether you thought it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So let's put this as a 4 because it's a positive interaction. You know that you've got a lead there, a pretty solid lead that you can follow up with, and you can save the interaction. And now the interaction will come up. And you could do that for several different things, and it's a really good place to write notes. In here, we could also add a general note, because when you tend to speak to people, you will maybe find out a little bit about their lives. I'm not going to worry about the time. You could just put in here that has 2 kids looking to create freedom and have fun to have a more flexible lifestyle. Husband in oil industry, at risk of redundancy. So you can put whatever the notes is that this person has told you at the meeting or on the phone call to really get that information out there. Now this is a great thing to do because it really builds a know, like and trust, because if you have the ability to tap into information that they've told you before, it makes it look like you've got a really, really good memory, and it makes it look like that person has impacted on you. So that's a great way to be able to add in notes, which is something that is hard to do on a spreadsheet, and obviously definitely hard to do on the back of business cards and on the back of notepads and things like that. And this is the creme de la creme. You can actually schedule a task. So this is where people get a bit lost. How do they follow up when they know they've got to speak to this person? So you have chatted with this person, you would want to follow up within a couple of days. So I'm going to put for tomorrow, and we'll put it as a 9 a.m. Let's call it phone call. Again, you can pick what kind of interaction you want to do with this person. Call to follow up with coaching options. And then you can hit schedule task. And you now have a task in here. And when you do that task, you can take the action and you can complete that phone call, and you can also add in a note and you can actually create a rating for that person. Now all of these ratings that you create will add up, and this CRM system actually works out an average rating for all of your leads and will put them in order, so you know who your hottest prospect is, and you know where they're sitting on your hot list, your cold list, your warm list, that kind of thing. Another thing that I love that I just want to show you that I didn't talk about earlier on is being able to add a label in. So you can add a label in here of how you found this person. So you can assign labels by clicking on here and picking labels that you've created before. Now what this will do is if they have used a capture page, it will automatically label it based on the capture page if they're coming in online. Okay, if they haven't, you could create a new label and you could call it networking event, and you could give it a colour, call it yellow. You could add the label, and you just hover over here and you delete the label if you put it in twice, like I just did there, and then you save the label, and it'll tell you where they're at. If they were then to come on board with My Lead System Pro and the Today Money project with me, I could actually click on here. If they come through one of my links, they will automatically be added to MLSP. If they are somebody that you think you're talking to about it, you could label them with the Today Money project. You know, all these kinds of things. And it's just going to really be able to let you see at a glance where they are on the whole thing. So it's a great way for you to be able to really follow your people, follow your leads, take them through a process, and really be able to, at a glance, see who you should be speaking to, when you should be speaking to them. And if you're interested in knowing how to get your hands on this CRM to buy on its own or to use something like this on its own would be a lot of money to be investing in. This actually comes part of package with the Today Money project when you join My Lead System Pro with one of the people who are in the Today Money project. If you don't know what the Today Money Project is, we have joined together as a team of coaches to be able to support you through your membership with My Lead System Pro to help you really facilitate a fast start to get using the product quickly and to be making money fast with it, because this is an alternative stream of income for you. It's not another MLM. It is purely a platform that you're able to use to support your existing business. So if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about this, please drop me a comment and I will send you some further information on both the CRM and how to get started on a 10-day trial for cheapest chips, a couple of cups of coffee, to see if this is really a fit for you. So really interested to hear from you, and I hope you found value from this and seeing a system that would work for you to be able to really control your leads and be able to follow up fast and make money fast with not missing out on following up with people. It's one of the biggest things people forget to do or people don't do well, is the proper follow up and proper system in place to do that. So let me know if you're interested. Any other questions, please give me a shout. Take care.